Bad Blood. But before I get there, follow me on my social media platforms, Into the Square Circle Podcast, Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, for all the cool kids out there. I warned you guys. I told you guys. As a little flex here, I'm a little bit too aggressive. Ruthless aggression. No, man. You know what? I had a good feeling. Spoiler alert. If you haven't watched Bad Blood, close your ears right now. Right now, close your ears. Maybe you're at work right now. Just close your ears. You look like a weirdo anyway. Just close your ears. The Rock, the final boss, showed up at the very end of Bad Blood, as predicted. Huh? You're welcome. You are welcome. The Rock has showed up. But we'll get to it in a second. Okay, just hold on for a second. We'll get to it. Before I could end my business here, right? I went to the bathroom, so don't worry. Social media, got that out of the way. Podcast, take the podcast to go, right? Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts. Give me a 5-star review right down in the comment section of Spotify. Man, you suck. Man, you are the best. Dude, you're right down the middle. Just whatever you want. Go on Spotify, type it Into the Square Circle Podcast. Give me a follow and give me a subscribe. 5-star review as always. And yeah, I got a new music for the show, right? Pretty cool, pretty heavy. You like it heavy? I love it heavy. Okay, good. A little bit of freshening things up around here, right? All right, so we got that piece of business out the way. Into the Square Circle Podcast.com. Check it out today. Blog. Yeah, check out my blog. Keep up to date. My thoughts in the world of pro wrestling, previews and predictions. And my secondary podcast, a Less Than Headbanging Podcast. If you're a fan of rock and heavy metal, check it out today, YouTube, and all major podcasting outlets. All right, let's get to the Bad Blood review. Reaction. Oh my God. Man, I don't know how many bottles I'm in right now. It's Saturday night. Why not, right? It's beautiful. It's a beautiful weekend here in the Chicagoland area. And now I'm giving you guys a weather update. It's beautiful here. It's fall time. That's what I love about Chicago. Fall, 60 to 70 degrees weather. Not too cold, but not too hot. It's right down the middle. Sweater weather. Can I get my sweater weather? I can get my pumpkin spice coffee and hang out with my best friends. No, I drink beer. I watch wrestling. I listen to heavy metal. And I got you as my friends, so thank you for listening. All right, talk too much. Let's talk about Bad Blood. The first match. And I'm very vocal on Twitter, X, wherever the hell you want to call it. And when I mean by vocal, I put a, Cody Rhodes just attacked Kevin Owens just, oh shit. What the fuck? Okay, so I just popped on social media. Breaking news. Kevin Owens just attacked Cody Rhodes outside. What the fuck? Okay, this is some breaking news right now, folks. Apparently this happened an hour ago. Yeah, so we just had Kevin Owens beating the crap out of Cody Rhodes in the parking lot. Interesting. And there's fan film footage from a lot of people outside. Wow. So here you're getting my initial reaction right now that Kevin Owens attacked Cody Rhodes in the parking lot in front of the fans. Oh my God, that's bound to happen. There you go, folks. You just heard it from me, and it's on social media an hour ago. I'm slacking here. Wow. Whoever thought Cody Rhodes would Kevin Owens would attack Cody. Man, that's, I thought about it at the very end of the show. At the very end of the show, I said Cody Rhodes will have a long line of people coming after him for the title. You have The Rock. You have Roman Reigns. We talked about this in the past, folks. We talked about this. Kevin Owens. Randy Orton. Unfortunately, poor Kevin and Randy got pushed to the side even more. Now The Rock came in. So, this is a very interesting development here, folks. Kevin Owens attacked Cody Rhodes outside backstage after the show. Insane. So we got to keep our eyes peeled on SmackDown, man. All right, let's get back to the show, man. CM Punk, Drew McIntyre versus, well, that's who they're firsting each other. Cody versus Drew in the Hell in a Cell match. Holy smokes, what a bloodbath, no pun intended. What a match. Now, pardon my UFC 307 going on in the background here, but CM Punk was the first one to juice. But eventually, Drew McIntyre, man, he had like a bucket. He had Stone Cold Steve Austin, WrestleMania 13, bucket blood down his face. And the results from that, I tell you what, man, there was some stuff I was quite surprised they were allowed to do. Let's start with this. They had a toolbox. Drew McIntyre brought out, had some, for your maintenance guy, you probably got something handyman Joe, tighten things up around the office. You got a screwdriver, you got some pliers, you got some wrenches, maybe 13 millimeter metrics, 19 millimeter. I don't know what. There's a couple of big ass wrenches, man. And they brought out the toolbox. I was like, oh shit, it's gonna be serious in here. We're gonna go Tim the Toolman Taylor, Home Improvement inside this damn Hell in a Cell cage. I can't speak tonight. I have too many beers, but. You know what? These guys got violent. Right off the bat, the match kicked off with both guys beating the living hell out of each other, just going at it. That's it. No more staring down. It's time to dance. Put on the tapping dance shoes and time to dance. It's time to whoop each other's ass. As Jim Ross would say, a slobber knocker of a match. These guys went to war. I said it. Previous prediction. Don't be surprised. Everything but the kitchen sink. Don't be surprised. There's going to be blood. No pun intended. Bad blood. Past couple weeks, there's going to be blood. And there sure the hell was. Drew got the most of it, as I mentioned before. He got whacked in the head by the empty toolbox from CM Punk. And man, he was gushing blood. I mean, that you could fill up a mop bucket just full of Drew McIntyre's blood. Ugh. But man, some crazy spots, man, where Drew carried Punk and just chucked him like a child, like a lawn dart into a cage. Just fantastic. Brutal, violent, hell of a story. Of course, there was a spot where Drew had a black bag. Excuse me. Every time you see a black bag instead of a cage, hardcore match, street match, you know what it is. Legos. No, I'm joking. It's probably thumbtacks or glass, maybe for an AEW or GCW. But the black bag in WWE was the bracelet. The bracelet they've been talking about. They've been incorporated in the storyline the past couple weeks. CM Punk's bracelet. Where his wife's and his dog's name on it. Made from a fan. But that was a lot of pieces for a bracelet when it came out the bag. Like, holy shit, that's like 5 bracelets right there. I don't remember that many beads on the bracelet. I mean, it probably goes around the whole damn waist. But you know what, man? Drew dumped the bag, stuffed it in CM Punk's bloody face, and eventually the tides turned. Punk decided to stuff the beads inside his mouth, Drew McIntyre's mouth. Punk wrapped up a chain around his knee, and he used it and put that in effect as a GTS, go to sleep. CM Punk's finishing move on Drew. Pinned him 1, 2, 3. Just like that. CM Punk walked off victoriously and defeated Drew McIntyre Plain and simple. That's it. No interference. No BS. These guys went to war. These guys went to hell. These guys put their bodies on the line. And from what I'm reading, Drew just came out banged up. Banged up from this match. They don't joke around about these Hell in a Cells. They will shorten your careers. And then, man, just made a dent in their career. Or a bookmark in their career. Something to look back on. And of course, they pay homage to Austin and Brett at WrestleMania 13 at the Allstate Arena in Chicago, where Brett put the sharpshooter in Austin. All the blood's going down Austin's face. You know, CM Punk's a big Bret Hart fan. By the way, Goldberg was sitting at ringside. Goldberg was sitting at ringside with his family. Obviously, they're in Atlanta, Georgia, where Bad Blood's at. So it's pretty obvious that Goldberg's from the Atlanta area, even though I believe he lives in Los Angeles. But yeah, man, he did the Bret Hart special. He did the sharpshooter at Drew. Drew had all that blood down his face. Just gave you the image from WrestleMania 13. So, what a match. As predicted, CM Punk walked away victoriously. How about that? I said that, didn't I? But you guys don't want to listen to me. Good old GBs. Why will we listen to this Mark? This loser in his basement. Who the hell he knows, right? Right. All right, let's talk about the next match here. Nia Jax put her WWE Women's Championship on the line against Bayley. Now, yes, I did root it for Bayley. That's what I'll take those comics back. You know, I was hoping Bayley will win. She put on a good fight in this match. A good fight. But Bayley fell short. Nia Jax had a little bit more of a takeover towards the second half of the match. Nia Jax proving that she is the beast, the monster of the WWE Women's Division. Excuse me. And obviously she got outside of the ring. She took out Bayley, slammed her on the steel steps, threw her in the ring. I can't remember if there was a ref bump or not. I can't remember. But all I remember is I was wrong. I believe Nia Jax and Bayley were just completely knocked out. And out comes Tiffany Stratton, your current Women's Money in the Bank winner. She holds the briefcase, so she can cash in whenever she wants, wherever she wants. And allegedly, she claims she's friends with Nia Jax on SmackDown. She came down attempting to cash in the briefcase. Nia Jax stood up like The Undertaker. And apparently she had a sonic sound and hearing, and she heard that Tiffany was cashing her briefcase. And she got up, and she's like, "Whoa, why are you cashing in the briefcase?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not cashing it in. What the hell are you doing here?" Eventually, there was a lot of distractions. That's where Bayley came in behind, ready to pin her. Eventually, I believe Nia was on the mat. Bayley was on the turnbuckle. Tiffany Stratton threw the briefcase at Bayley. Bayley threw it back. Whole big distraction. Eventually, Nia Jax ended up grabbing her and slamming her. She did a bonsai bomb or whatever you want to call it. She jumped off the turnbuckle, landed her big ass on Bayley, and pinned her. 1, 2, 3. They retain the WWE Women's Championship. How about that? Yeah, I'm not happy about that. Yeah, well, I didn't give Bayley as my pick here, but Nia Jax, yeah, she retains. All right, up next, singles match: Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. It was pretty solid, 12 minutes and 45 seconds. If you give a rat's ass on time here, both guys were fantastic. I talked about this in my previous prediction. I said Damian Priest has the height advantage. He has the power. He has the goods, baby. And nothing against Finn. He is special. He is great. I'm a fan of his. But, again, height advantage. He's a little bit shorter. He's a good physique, man. He got like a 12-pack instead of a 6-pack. He looks good. He dropped a couple coupe de gras on Damian Priest on the chest and the back a couple times. He did his finishing move a couple times, man. That was not stopping Damian Priest. And according to my memory here, as I'm remembering, what else he did? We'll see. He did the choke slam. I know he finished with the South of Heaven, and he pinned Finn Balor fair and square with no cheating, no involvement. So big win for Damian Priest. All right, so after that, we had a big announcement from Triple Paul Levesque. Triple H had a big announcement. And WWE, man, they're going to break every gate, every record, no matter what town they go to. They broke the biggest grosses gate in WWE arena history. I think their 60th sellout. I'm not surprised with that, man. They sold out the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. They break another record. I'm not surprised, man. And they're going to continue to do so. They're going to continue to raise the stakes, raise the heights when it comes to record breaking. I mean, they're shit. You thought Tony Khan and AEW was getting some money bags here. Holy shit, Triple H is loading up the wheelbarrow of money at the State Farm Arena. Holy smokes. So, sold out arena, they broke a record. But that's not the big announcement. No, come on. They had a big podium. And on the podium, it says Crown Jewel on the podium. And obviously, there was a title belt hiding. So I'm like, well, this is Crown Jewels related. Must be a Crown Jewels title. But, again, I have to listen to Uncle Triple H because they got something cool related to it. And I guess at Crown Jewels coming up in, I don't know when, a couple weeks, in November, champion versus champion, all right? But the titles will not be on the line between the men's and women's. So whoever's the current champion right now, which is Cody, whoever's the current champion on Raw, which is Gunther, they're going to face each other at Crown Jewels. Obviously, both of their titles will not be on the line. But just for fun sakes, they're going to fight for the Crown Jewels Championship. Ooh, okay. So Crown Jewels Championship will be on the line between Cody versus Gunther. Oh my God, what a match. And then the current Women's Championship, which is Nia Jax. And we will get towards her potential challenger up next, which will be Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan. So, I gotta be honest with you guys, man. The Rhea's the new Women's Championship. This is a singles match for the WWE World's Women's Championship. Rhea Ripley defeated Liv Morgan with Dirty Dom Mysterio hitting the shirt cage. So let's talk about this match, because this match was mixed reaction. Mix. The crowd didn't sound too thrilled about the very end. Even I was confused at the very end. Between Liv and Rhea was pretty good, right? Then, of course, there was a spot where Dirty Dom was in the shirt cage. He managed to get that door busted open, but again, he's still, up in the air. Eventually, Dirty Dom was crawling on the shirt cage floor, which is ain't a lot of room. And I guess he decided to leap over and fell out of the cage in midair. But his leg was chained up to a steel chain that CM Punk had. I don't know why there's a chain link on or inside of a shark cage match, or a shark cage in general. Apparently, Dirty Dom had this wrapped around his leg and he fell out, so he was dangling in the air. Had a lot of distractions. Rhea came out and she was ready to mess around with Dom, who was upside down, tied up to his chain connected to the shark cage. And I saw the ref coming over and taps on her in the back. And next thing you know, Rhea Ripley gets attacked by a random lady. It was really awkward until we found out it was Raquel Rodriguez, whatever the hell her name is, from SmackDown. She came back. She was been gone for a couple months. And she came back and attacked Rhea. So, very interesting, man. Very interesting ending here. You know, I mean, I wasn't too thrilled about half of the match. But, you know, a lot of people had a mixed reaction for this match. A lot of people had a lot of mixed reactions. And to me, it had an awkward ending. To me, it had a, you know, I don't know, man. For once, it was getting a little bit exciting. I was looking forward to this women's match. But let me give you guys a correction here really quick. My apologies here. It was Liv Morgan that defeated Rhea Ripley. See, that's what happens when you get old. You tend to forget things. And I didn't write any of these notes here. Again, I got it wrong. It was Liv Morgan that defeated Rhea Ripley. So possibly Crown Jewels, Liv Morgan versus Nia Jax. That's potentially happening at Crown Jewels. We'll have to wait and see on that. But yeah, Liv Morgan retained. She retained, and I just lost a little bit of memory here. What happened? Because all my attention was more focused to the main event. That's where my focus was at. Because nothing against Rhea and Liv, they put on a great match, but it just, I don't know, it just kind of fell apart for me at the very end. As I mentioned a couple times already. All right, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns versus the Bloodline tag team match. So the Bloodline came out. The first ones came out, and here comes Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa. After they came out, and there were a bunch of the high school area marching band playing the Cody Rhodes intro, which was pretty cool. Out comes Cody Rhodes. Got a big reaction. A big pop. So Cody has the high school marching band. Well, Roman Reigns, he had a Atlanta sympathy, like I have sympathy for you. A sympathy orchestra. He had an orchestra. So Cody had high school marching band. Roman Reigns had a professional orchestra. It was pretty cool, man. I liked it. It felt like a Metallica S&M sympathy. I said the word wrong. The orchestra. You know Metallica. If you're a big Metallica fan, they had an orchestra playing along with Master of Puppets, and it's pretty cool. A lot of bands. Kiss did it. So a lot of bands had an orchestra playing. So you had an orchestra playing alongside a Roman Reigns theme song. Pyro going off. And here we go, man. Great match. Great chemistry. Was sorta, right? Every time, let's see, Jacob Fatu, man, he manhandled in this match. Jacob Fatu, he was a highlight. I mean, he manhandled Cody. And eventually Solo got in the ring with Solo and Cody. Fans are wanting Roman to come in because we want to see Roman versus Solo. And it happened. The way they hit that tag when Cody tagged Roman, it was like mega powers, man. Got the crowd amped up. And just guys went to war. Of course, my favorite spot in this match where Cody had Jacob Fatu on a lay down announce table. Cody did a frog splash off the turnbuckle to outside of the ring onto the announce table. Good spot. Long story short, yes, the Bloodline did get involved in this match. Tangaloa, Tama Tonga, tried to get involved in this match. But to even the score for Roman Reigns, we had a guy in a black hoodie, and a bandana around his face. You can see his eyes. He started super kicking out of Tama Tonga and Tangaloa. And when you see the super kicks, my initial reaction was Jey Uso. Until the black hoodie came down, the face mask came down, and I'm like, oh shit, that's Jimmy Uso. That's Jimmy Uso. Holy crap. Fans went nuts. And that's where Roman, I can't remember, he pinned Solo or Jacob Fatu. He pinned somebody, and they won the match. But the big moment was Jimmy Uso hugging Roman. They put their differences together, and they are brothers again. And they looked at Cody both together, and then they just left the ring. I'm like, okay, this is not it. Something at The Rock is going to come out. And next thing you know, as Jimmy Uso and Romans were going down the entrance ramp leaving, in comes the Bloodline. Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tangaloa, attacking Cody Rhodes. A 3-on-1 beatdown. Jimmy turns around and tells Roman, like, you're going to go back in there and help him? He's like, no, man, just one time. That's it. Yeah, this match is done with. Jimmy's like, come on, man. And they're like, Roman's like, all right, let's go save him. So Jimmy and Roman gets in the ring, and they beat up the Bloodline and helped out Cody. In the middle of the ring was Cody's champion belt. Roman Reigns pick up the title belt. And this is nice and slow. Nice and slow. And now Cody gets up, and these guys are staring at each other. I'm like, there's a reason why this happened. There's a reason why the Bloodline attacked Cody. I'm waiting for The Rock to come out. Honestly, all you heard was, if you smell, and I mean, gosh darn it. I was like, I knew it. I knew The Rock was going to come out. And The Rock came out. That's it. He came out to the front entrance. He stared at him. He turned around. And he left. That's it. That big moment, that big reaction. That's all you needed. The Rock just can come out and pull his trousers down and just take a dump. And he'll get the biggest reactions of all time. So, I got to say, man, that was a fantastic moment. I talked about this in my previous prediction. Wonder if The Rock does come back, which he did. They plant a seed. Now where this plant's going to branch off to. And some big stories, man. We got Kevin Owens attack Cody outside after the show. I told you, there's a long line waiting behind Cody. You got Roman coming for him. The Rock promised he was going to come back for the title. Randy Orton wants the title. Solo Sikoa wants the title. Cody has a big pack of wolves behind him coming for him. Cody better run because, man, he's in deep shit. He got the biggest challenge of all. He had the best of the best coming for him. If I was Cody, man, I'd get on that damn tour bus and just drive. Just drive. Oh, my God. This is some good stuff, man. This story is getting interesting. Rock returns. Roman's going for the top. Man, this is some good stuff, man. What a time to be a wrestling fan. Man, I just got a big joy in my face. Maybe I drink too much. I don't know. But this is some good stuff. All right, that's it, folks. Concludes the show. If you enjoyed the show, let me know your thoughts about Bad Blood. And I'll give you guys some live results on my official X profile. Your thoughts about Bad Blood. And let's check out the numbers here really quick. My official Into the Square Circle podcast, which is type in at pod, ITSC, Into the Square Circle podcast. Right now, let's see, I posted it. Okay, so right now we're at, what do you guys thought about Bad Blood tonight? And 75% of you guys said you did enjoy it. 0% said bad, so that's good. And 25% of you guys said, meh, it was all right. So, majority rules. It was a great pay-per-view for all the fine fans. And then for the Hell in a Cell, your thoughts about Punk versus Drew in Hell in a Cell. 88% said it was great. 0% said it was not good, so that was good. And 12% says, meh, it's okay, Hell in a Cell match. So 88% said great, majority rules there. So thank you so much for participating on my official X profile. And some lot of big stuff going down here, man, in WWE. So all eyes are on this Monday on Raw. First Monday Night Raw in 2 hours. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to SmackDown Friday. And then next stop in the pro wrestling train, choo-choo. AEW Wrestle Dream. Stay tuned. The coming days I'll have my previews and prediction. Do you guys think Bryan Danielson will retire this coming Saturday? We'll have to wait and see on that. But in the meantime, hope you guys enjoyed Bad Blood, and I'll see you guys in the next episode for previews and predictions for AEW Wrestle Dream, and talk about Raw and SmackDown, the post Bad Blood stuff. Good stuff. Great to be a wrestling fan.